Hey traders, it's Melissa from Price Plan Profit. Today I'm revealing the single candlestick pattern I use in over 80% of my setups, the inside candle, and how you can trade them for higher probability entries and exits. Whether you're a day trader, swing trader, or long term investor, using this pattern can give you an edge over the market. What is an inside candle? An inside candle occurs when a candle closes inside the prior candle's open close range, or as I like to say, a candle that closes inside the body of the prior candle. This signals indecision. There can be multiple inside candles before a break above or below, as long as each candle closes within the body of the initial candle. When I see an inside candle on a chart that I'm interested in trading, I know to watch for the breakout, whether that be to the upside or downside. Let me show you some examples on a live chart. All right, we're looking at a live chart of Broadcom here. We can see by candle structure that Broadcom is currently in an uptrend. That means my focus is finding setups that I can trade to the upside. I want to buy the dip on a pullback, but not just any pullback. I need to know where I want to enter the trade. I need to know what my stop would be, and I, of course, need to know what my target would be. So I'm going to look below where price is currently trading, and I'm going to look for that candlestick pattern, the inside candle. This candle here is an inside candle because it closed inside the body of the prior candle, and then we had a break to the upside. This created an inside and up candle formation, meaning that I now know where my entry is at, which is at this formation, 243.25. As far as my stop goes on this, I can also use this candlestick pattern, the inside candlestick pattern, to know where my stop would be, and that would be the close below 234.90 because then the trade is no longer valid. Now, I also need to know where my target would be. And again, I'm going to use that inside candle pattern to find my target. If I look above where price is currently at, I can see that this candle right here is an inside candle because it closed within the body of the prior candle, and then we had a move down. So this created an inside and down candlestick pattern, which for me is a supply zone, and where I would be targeting, that would be my target on an entry from 243.25. Now I need to look at this trade plan to make sure that the risk to reward is worth it for me. I would have a risk of approximately $8 and my reward would be approximately 16 plus dollars. So that does meet my risk to reward preference, meaning this is a valid swing trade setup. Now, you might be wondering, can we use this pattern to trade day trades? And the answer is yes. Let me go real quick to a Boeing chart and show you on a 30-minute chart. I'm just picking a number here, a 30-minute chart. We can identify, look at where price is currently trading and find our buy zone and our sell zone, or our demand zone and our su- supply zone. All right, so my demand zone is down here at 208.54 by 208.04, meaning a 50-cent risk on that trade. And then if I look up and to the left to find my sell zone or target zone, that is at 212.50 by 213.85. Now, price is currently in the middle, so I'm not going to enter a trade. If price were to rally to this sell zone at 212.50, then I would be looking to buy puts to trade it back to my buy zone, which would be the target, giving me a reward on a trade to the downside of approximately $4. So I would have a $1.35 risk and a $4 reward. Or if price were to pull back to my buy zone, where I have a risk of 50 cents, I have a reward of $4, meaning this trade would be a great risk to reward. I don't just sit and stare at the charts if I am looking for an entry. I like to use alerts and just set an alert for myself, labeling this one a buy zone. That way, if price comes back to my buy zone, I will get an alert and then I can go and place a trade. I'll do the same thing, but at my sell zone, I would be alerted to enter puts, playing it back down to the buy zone where I have the inside candlestick pattern. Okay, that's pretty cool. As far as for long-term investing goes, it is the same exact thing. The difference is we're just looking on higher time frame charts and identifying the inside candles both to the upside and to the downside, and then placing alerts and waiting for those triggers. Now, why does all of this matter? It matters because I've been using the inside candle pattern for 3 years, and during that time, I have consistently grown my capital. I trade with discipline and confidence and maintain a 70 to 80% win rate. It doesn't always work, of course, but by using the formation, I build a solid trade plan so I know the potential risk and reward for each setup, as well as knowing my entry, stop, and target, all based on the inside candlestick pattern. If you found this video helpful, give it a thumbs up, drop a comment with your favorite candlestick setup, and subscribe for more price action strategies. In later videos, I will go into detail about which time frame charts I use to find the inside candles depending on the amount of time I want to be in the trade, so stay tuned. Also, download the free trade plan worksheet in the description and start trading inside candles with confidence. If you would like to trade live with me every day, join me in the Trendy Room at Simpler Trading. There's a link in the description to sign up for a 30-day trial for only $7. I hope you have a great day, and I will see you in the next video.